Islam, like many religions, places a strong emphasis on peace and teaches its followers to live harmoniously with others. The word Islam itself is derived from the Arabic word salam, meaning peace. The core message of Islam is one of submission to the will of Allah, God, and this submission includes the pursuit of peace in both personal conduct and community relations. Muslims are encouraged to embody the principles of mercy, compassion, and justice, all of which contribute to a peaceful society. The Quran, the Holy Book of Islam, contains numerous verses that promote peace and discourage violence. For example, in Surah Al-Baqarah, it is stated, "And do not kill the soul which Allah has forbidden, except by right," Quran 17:33, underscoring the sanctity of human life. Prophet Muhammad, the founder of Islam, is often described as a mercy to mankind, and his teachings and actions reflect a deep commitment to peace. The Hadith, a collection of sayings and actions of the Prophet, includes many instances where Muhammad advocated for nonviolence and encouraged reconciliation between conflicting parties. For instance, during the Treaty of Hudaybiyah, the Prophet chose to enter into a peace agreement with the Quraysh tribe, despite having the upper hand, in order to avoid bloodshed. This treaty is often cited as an example of the importance of diplomacy and peaceful resolution in Islam. While Islam teaches peace as the preferred state, it also acknowledges that conflict may sometimes be unavoidable. In such cases, the concept of a just war in Islam is encapsulated in the idea of military jihad. The term jihad means striving or struggling in the path of Allah, and while it is often misunderstood in the West as solely meaning holy war, it actually has a broader context. Jihad can refer to the internal struggle against sin, the effort to improve society, or the defense of Islam and the Muslim community. Military jihad, or the concept of a just war in Islam, is permitted under specific conditions and is governed by strict ethical guidelines. The primary purpose of military jihad is to protect the Muslim community from aggression and injustice, and it is not meant to be an act of conquest or aggression. The Quran states, "Fight in the way of Allah those who fight you but do not transgress." Indeed, Allah does not like transgressors, Quran 2:190. This verse highlights that Muslims are only permitted to engage in warfare if they are defending themselves or their community from attack, and even then, they must not exceed the limits of justice. A just war in Islam must be declared by a legitimate authority, such as a recognized leader or government, and must be fought with the right intention, namely, to restore peace and protect the innocent. Non-combatants, including women, children, and the elderly, must not be harmed, and any form of treachery, mutilation, or destruction of property beyond what is necessary is forbidden. The overall goal of military jihad is to achieve peace and justice, and once the enemy seeks peace, Muslims are required to cease hostilities. An example of military jihad can be seen in the early battles fought by the Prophet Muhammad and his followers, such as the Battle of Badr. This battle was fought to defend the Muslim community in Medina from the Quraysh tribe of Mecca, who were aggressively pursuing and persecuting Muslims. The battle was conducted with the intention of protecting the nascent Muslim community and ensuring their right to practice their faith freely. The restraint and discipline shown by the Prophet and his followers during this and other conflicts are often highlighted as examples of how military jihad should be conducted. In conclusion, Islam teaches peace as a fundamental principle, encouraging Muslims to live in harmony with others and to resolve conflicts through peaceful means whenever possible. However, Islam also recognizes the reality of conflict and provides guidelines for conducting a just war through the concept of military jihad. This form of jihad is highly regulated and is intended to protect the Muslim community and restore peace and justice, rather than to promote violence or conquest. The teachings of the Quran and the example of the Prophet Muhammad emphasize that even in times of conflict, the ultimate goal should always be the establishment of peace and the preservation of human dignity.